Miles Taylor was the former chief of staff in the Department of Homeland Security before he stepped down and very publicly began criticizing Donald Trump over his handling of coronavirus and a number of other issues. We also learned that Miles Taylor was the person who penned the 2018 New York Times op-ed anonymously criticizing Donald Trump. Well, now Donald Trump is super angry about it and is making threats of prosecution. So here he is commenting about it during a recent campaign event.
Did you see this? This was just revealed. It was just revealed that, Anonymous, this Anonymous that everybody's been looking for, that law enforcement could have found early if they wanted to, but everybody was looking for Anonymous. Turned out to be a low-level staffer, a sleazebag, who's never worked in the White House. Anonymous was a nobody, a disgruntled employee who was quickly removed from his job a long time ago for, they tell me, incompetence. I don't know what for, but they tell me incompetence. You know where he works now? He works at CNN. Can you believe it? Works at CNN. He wrote a phony book, was just basically, if you heard about Anonymous, it was like somebody that was right next to me. I thought it might have been Hope Hicks, who's right. I thought it might have been Jared. I thought it might have been Mike Lee. I was worried from the great state of Utah. I was extremely worried about Rand Paul. Maybe it was Rand. This guy's a low-level lowlife that I don't know. I have no idea who he is other than I got to see him a little while ago on television. And I think they threw him out a long time ago.
Okay, I just have two quick things to say before you jump in, Cenk. First of all, did you catch that? How he mentioned that law enforcement could have figured out who he was? So he wants law enforcement to investigate anonymous op-eds if they're too critical toward him? That's a little bit of an issue, no? Like all the people out there who pretend they care about protecting whistleblowers, those are the very people who don't care about this at all. This is an issue. So you can't pick and choose which whistleblowers you want to protect. We need to protect all of them, regardless of what our political views are. Secondly, fun throwing Hope Hicks, Jared Kushner, and Mike Lee under the bus. Like I thought these were the people who were betraying me. Like I was ready to go to town, but no, it turns out it was this guy. It's Miles Taylor.
That was an amazing admission.
I know.
You thought it might have been your son-in-law? Hope Hicks was one of his most trusted advisors. Apparently, I'm not so trusted. Why would you say that publicly? So no, seriously, for those people who think that Trump's a smart person, he's like a smart person, a very stable genius, as he said. Why would you publicly say, I thought it might have been my son-in-law that betrayed me and told the whole world what an idiot I am? I thought it might have been my son-in-law who thought I was a moron who couldn't read past the page and was a danger to national security. Or it might have been two Republican senators that are sitting in the audience. So what does that tell you? He knows that the people around him are not trustworthy. He knows that they don't like him. He knows that they think he's idiot, and they do. They all think he's an idiot, and they all cover for him because they're all unbelievable liars. But let's just note the irony of him, champion of free speech, Donald Trump. Why didn't you arrest the guy writing an op-ed against me? You got to arrest him. I mean, he spoke. He spoke in the media. What do we have? Freedom of speech and freedom of the press? Where the hell did you see that? Donnie, that's the First Amendment of the Constitution. I know you never read it. As Anonymous explained, you can't read past the page. There's some chance he's completely illiterate. And by the way, was he a low-level staffer? Taylor was the chief of staff for the Department of Homeland Security.
Yeah. So let's look at the next video where Trump specifically states what he would like to happen to Miles Taylor.
The whole thing was just one more giant hoax from the Washington swamp and a corrupt special interest group. I'll tell you what, this guy, in my opinion, he should be prosecuted.
Prosecuted, champion of free speech. If you're a right winger and you don't condemn Trump for wanting to arrest anyone who speaks against him, just say it, man. Just acknowledge you never believed in freedom of speech, and you're just using it as a talking point. And really, the only speech you care about is the racist speech, bigoted speech, So come on, I'm an American. I have a right to say bad things about other people, okay? All right, but if they say bad things about me, they should be arrested. I'm an American, I love the Constitution. If you really think that, again, I'm trying not to call him stupid, but what is it? Are you a liar or are you stupid? You decide. Oh, you should arrest him for saying that, he offended me. Can you believe what snowflakes liberals are? But he offended me, arrest him, arrest him. I believe in freedom of speech. You guys are a joke. Thanks for watching the Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.